This is the Philly sports scenes and events. So this week's episode, first I like to talk about the Major League Baseball's superstar player, Shohei Ohtani. He's currently playing for the LA Dodgers. And the story is that the Dodgers fired Shohei Ohtani's interpreter because Ohtani is a Japanese. He's from Japan. So apparently, after he being in this country playing baseball for the Major League all these years, and he still doesn't speak any English. So he has an interpreter following him around. And the interpreter, Ippei Misohara, that's his childhood friend. They grow up together, and Ohtani trusts him enough and brought him to this country, to the United States, and to be his interpreter. Mr. Hara is like Ohtani's shadow. You know, he follows him around everywhere, even during the games, so he can, interpret between the English and Japanese language for Ohtani. And what happened was, during the Major League Baseball opening day, it was in Seoul, South Korea. It's an overseas game. And the LA Dodgers fired Ohtani's interpreter for mass theft. So, it sounds weird, right? So what happened was that the interpreter, Mr. Hara, has a gambling problem. And he gambled away $4.5 million of Ohtani's money. And at first, the Dodgers and Ohtani's spokesperson says that somehow the money was wire transferred from Ohtani's bank account to the interpreter. Or something like Ohtani paid to the bookkeeper for some kind of illegal sports betting. And, the thing is that sports betting is legally in most of the states in the United States now, but not in California. So it is still illegal there. And they say that Ohtani knows about it, about the wire transfer. But then later on they came out and say that they lied. Okay, that's the key word, that they lied, and they say that Ohtani did not know about it later on. And I don't even think the interpreter will have been fired if the whole thing wasn't under the investigation of IRS and the law enforcement here in the United States. And it's funny how they fired Ms. O'Hara overseas in South Korea. Okay, so this way they made it very convenient for the interpreter, Ms. O'Hara, to get away from the whole thing, because South Korea is not far from Japan. It's only about an hour airplane ride. So this way Mr. O'Hara can just, he got fired, he can just go right back home in Japan. And also, if Mr. O'Hara was being accused of mass theft of $4.5 million, and if the Dodgers was going to fire him in this country, and I don't know, they should have alerted the law enforcement here, and that interpreter would have been arrested. as a suspect. But they did conveniently in South Korea, so this way that interpreter can just get away from the whole thing. So a lot of parts of the story doesn't seem to be right, and now it becomes a conspiracy because my question is, did Ipe Misohara, the interpreter, did he really borrow all that money and lost in sports betting? And also, if I have $20 missing from my bank account, everything's online now. You can log on to your online banking account, and I would notice, oh, I did not make this transaction, or there's money missing. And how is it through a period of time, $4.5 million missing, and Otani doesn't know about it? Or they say he know about it, and then they say they lied, and they say that he did not know about it. There's no way he doesn't know that slowly, little by little, and a large amount, $4.5 million is missing from his bank account. So the story doesn't add up, and something isn't right about it. And the Major League Baseball sneakily trying to, sweep the whole thing under the rug, make sure like it's no big deal. So I'm sure more of it will come out, and I really don't know what to say. And also, a lot of people might not be aware of this because like I'm Chinese and I know a little bit about Koreans, and Japanese and Chinese and the whole Asian culture, and Japanese people are very different than like Chinese or Koreans, and they present themselves as like honorable people, and that is why in World War II, when the Japanese emperor surrendered to the Allies, they lost World War II, and most of the generals, in the military, and they felt like they uh, dishonored the emperor because the emperor had to surrender. So they used their samurai uh, sword, and they would stab themselves in the stomach and cut it open and kill themselves. And that's a very painful death. But they're willing to do that because they felt like they're very honorable person. It's maybe from the samurai culture that they had in Japan. Uh, and also Japanese people, they do keep uh, their job as a career. They'll get a job, right? They graduate from college or whatever, they get a good job, and they will keep it for their life. It's not like here, you just like in the United States, you get a job at McDonald's, you get a job at wherever, and you work for a couple of weeks, you don't like it, you don't get along with the people, you just quit. It really isn't like that. In Japan, they tend to keep jobs for a lifetime. So, you know, this interpreter had a great job, working for his friend, his interpreter in the Major League Baseball. I'm sure he enjoyed all the, the good life and the attention here in the United States. So I really don't know how deep his gambling problem is and how much money he stole from his friend. And I don't even think really for them being Japanese, I really don't even think he would steal anything from his friend. If anything, he would have asked for. So if the Dodgers Otani didn't know about it, and the money was somehow wire transferred to Otani's interpreter's account, or at least one time I think Otani had paid the illegal sports betting bookie for a bet. But it turns out, Otani's people say that actually the bookkeepers say that bet, from what he understands, it was for the interpreter, not for Otani himself. And also, they're trying to clarify, saying most of the bets are placed on golf and tennis and soccer, and they say they did not bet on the Major League Baseball game because Otani being a baseball player, he's definitely not allowed to bet on the Major League Baseball game or any sports betting. For what I know, he's not allowed to bet. So they're trying to make the story like better, like more, it's okay for him to, you know, not to bet on the baseball games. But the whole thing is wrong, and the whole thing does not make any sense. So I'm sure more of the stories will come out later on. Uh, right now, everything's muddy and it's very confusing. But I just like to, talk about that because I think it's a very interesting thing that happened in the Major League Baseball for this year, and the baseball season just started. All right, now we're gonna get to the fun part, which is the Philly sports events. I go to a lot, uh, not a lot games. I don't go to a lot games, but I go to a lot events that are surrounding the Philadelphia sports. Uh, some of them are sponsored by the radio station and beer or liquor companies or other pharmaceutical companies, and so there are a lot of events around, and there, game watch party, pep rallies. Uh, it's always fun. So on Thursday, March 21st, uh, I went to see the moving of the battleship New Jersey. This one doesn't have anything to do with sports. However, as you guys know on my channel, uh, in the summertime during the season, I also make a lot of the military and the air show videos. So, you can go to my channel and scroll down to look for older videos from last summer, from last year, and you'll see all my air show videos. So the battleship New Jersey has been, it's a museum now. It is the most decorated and the largest and the fastest battleship in the U.S. history. And it has been docked as a museum in Camden waterfront in New Jersey. And now it has been sitting there for 25 years. And it needs to be moved into the dry dock in the Philadelphia Navy Yard to be to do some repair on the bottom so it doesn't leak, like the anti-corrosion paint and all that stuff. So the ship had to be moved. And as long as I can remember, the ship just sits there in the water in Camden. I have never seen the ship moving. So it is a very rare opportunity to see this big old battleship um, in the move in the water again. So I went to the Camden waterfront and I made a video of Battleship New Jersey moving from Camden to Paulsboro, and then it's gonna sit at the Paulsboro Marine Terminal for about a week because they have to balance the ship out before it goes into the dry dock. Uh, and then next week, the ship will be moving from Paulsboro Marine Terminal to Philadelphia Navy Yard. It's actually the same dry dock, the birthplace of the ship. During the World War II, they were manufacturing a lot of war machines, and supposedly this ship was built in 60 days, and it's huge battleship. It is just amazing. So I went to see it, and I got a really good video of it. Uh, then also on Thursday, the eve of Thursday, March 21st, I went to a political event, and it is Joe Picasso. He's from District 5 in Philadelphia, running for the state senate, for the Pennsylvania state senate. And he had a St. Patrick's Day party at Paddy Wax on Route 1 and Welsh Road. And supposedly, they advertised that they have free food, free giveaways, just like the sports event I've been going to. So I went over there to check it out, and also to show my support for Joe. He seems to be a very, just a genuine nice guy, because I have seen his Facebook short video postings, and he, the first day of spring, he went to the Rita's Water Ice and got the free water ice, and he was talking about it, and he was talking about his campaign. He just seems to be a really nice dude. So I went over there to show my support, and it turns out to be a really nice party. They did have a small buffet set up, and then they had an open bar. So, I went with my wife and Jody. We were sitting there drinking and eating. And then, they had some giveaways. The St. Patty's Day decorations and necklace and stuff they put on the table. So, I got some St. Patty's Day stuff. And we took some pictures with it. They got all this leprechauns coins. The Luck of Irish. So it was a fun event. And then Joe made a speech.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. I'm just so excited and blown away by the turnout we had here. We launched this campaign a week ago today. We had almost 50,000 views on our first video. We got what, 50, 60 people here with just less than a week of promoting this. We started promoting this on Sunday. We got all of you here. We accept the reality for what it is, and we try to do everything we can now, in the here and now, not, oh, when I win, I'll do it. No. We're going to do it now as a campaign. We also keep our eyes fixed on what's possible. We don't give up hope. We don't abandon what we think, we're going to leave for the suburbs, we're going to get out of here, there's no hope for Philly. We focus on the future, and we dream bigger, and we dream bolder, because we believe the best days in Northeast Philadelphia are ahead. They're not behind us. Our best days are ahead. So I want to thank you all for coming out again. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much.
It was a really nice speech, I know it's the first time he's running for state senate. So good luck to Joe. If he doesn't get it this time, maybe next time around. And then last Sunday, my friend Jody went to the Philadelphia Flyers Carnival. It is a charity event, but it costs $30 donation for the ticket to get in. And I did not go, but Jody went because she wants to get some autographs from whichever Flyers players are there. But Jody was nice enough to give me some of the giveaways that they had there. Look, I really like this. Flyers Salute to Service Rally Towel. They had some of the things there. It was the giveaways for the promotional nights that they had. But I guess they had extra, so they saved it and used to give away for during the special event like this. And also this nice Star Wars Flyers poster. Everybody likes Star Wars, and I do too. And this is a nice poster because the Flyers players are Jedi's. It doesn't get any better than this. And then on Friday, March 22nd, at 97.5, The Fanatic. It's a radio station. They had a March Madness game watch party at Parks Casino. So I went with my friend Jody and Dennis to check it out. And my friend Dennis has a show. It's called Scan Talk. SCAN Talk on YouTube. Check it out. It's very interesting. He just interviewed Joe Watson, the two-time Stanley Cup champion from on the back in the days from on the Philadelphia Flyers. So please check his show out. So we went to the Park Casino Sportsbook to see this event, and as usual, the radio station set up a table there. You can play a game and you can win prizes. And also the Park Casino Sportsbook, they had a table set up there. You can play the to shoot the basketball, and then you can also win prizes. Uh, it was kind of the basketball machine was kind of tricky. I did 3 shots, but I did not make any of it, so I did not get a prize from that table. And the sports book was pretty packed, pretty much packed, and there was a lot of people out there watching uh, the first round of the college basketball March Madness games, and it was fun. We sat there and watched some of the game and had a lot of fun. The Park Casinos March Madness game watch party. They also had former Phillies player Ricky Bo. He's on the 97.5 The Fanatic Radio now. So they had him out there to promote the radio station. So I got his autograph on the Phillies cheer card. Ricky Bo. I just had to show you guys that. I won this Flyers Anytime, Anywhere t-shirt. Really neat. I can also wear this when I go to the Flyers game. And then the next day on Saturday, March 23rd, we went to, once again, the Jack Daniels Flyers game watch party at the Sports and Social Restaurant inside Live Casino in Philadelphia. Uh, we were there watching the Flyers game and got some things to eat. The food is pretty good there. And the Jack Daniels event, the girls actually showed up the last period of the hockey game. And at the same time, the interesting thing is at the same time, they also had the college basketball March Madness game watch party going on there. And, they say they had free giveaways, and also they have a contest, like you can win basketball from the artists on site. They paint some basketball and you can win the basketball. But all that stuff took place later on after the Flyers game. But for the Flyers game watch party, as usual, Jack Daniels give away some swags, and then they had a autographed hockey puck and a pair of Flyers game ticket giveaway at the end of the game watch party. And it was a pretty good event. They had some hockey games set up there in front of the TV screen, and I was, playing hockey, trying to make the goal. And let me show you what I got. So the Jack Daniels had this nice Flyers t-shirt. They were giving away. This t-shirt is good because it's good for when I go to the Flyers game and then I can wear it. And I guess this is for the March Madness game that was going on at the time. Sports Social Rally Towel by Bud Light. And I got a whole bunch of goodies from Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels bandana. Some Jack Daniels Tennessee apple koozies. Jack Daniels Tennessee honey keychain. And Jack Daniels clear bag for going to the sports games. The artist was there painting the basketball, before I was leaving because I was there for the hockey game. And then later on in the day, the place got packed. During the hockey game, there wasn't that many people there, but later on, after the hockey game, like later in the afternoon, the place got packed. People reserved the tables there to watch the March Madness game. And then on Sunday, March 24th, we took the grandkids to 2 Easter egg hunts, and it was a lot of fun. The first one was at a Catholic church in Maple Shade, on the main street, Maple Shade, and the Easter Bunny was there, uh, taking picture with people, and then they actually had a lot baskets and Easter baskets and toys. That's if you get the golden egg and there's ticket inside, and then that kid will win the bigger prizes, the Easter basket, and then also the kids collecting the eggs, and there's candy. There was just candy everywhere. It was fun, and then following that Easter egg hunt, we went to another one at the Maple Shade Town Hall. They had an Easter egg hunt there, and they had a table set up. They had some activities for the kids, and then they can do the egg hunt. They did not have the big prizes there, but Action Karate was there. They set up a table, and they were giving away things, like mugs for the adults, and then the kids can spin the wheel, and then they can win one free lesson. See the Action Karate logo mug. eraser rubber Chinese stars. I got a bunch of bubblegum machine aliens. I thought they were really cool. Got a whole bunch of it. And of course, some eggs for Easter egg hunt. And then also the same day, Sunday, March 24th, in the nighttime, we went to the Flyers game. It was the bucket hat giveaway night. And so when you enter the Wells Fargo Center, they hand everybody a nice reversible Flyers bucket hat. And then they had a band there playing in the concourse. And everybody had their hat, the bucket hats on. And the game was a lot of fun. I I like all the way up there in the assembly room because they got nice couches there, just like in a comfortable living room. Where if I get tired of watching the game, and then I can lay down, or I can just sit in the comfy couch and eat. The Flyers are not winning. I'm falling asleep at the Flyers game. Uh, and also, there's more room to walk around up there. Not like the individual seats in the arena area. The seats are very small and tight. They're smaller than the discount airlines seats, and it's very uncomfortable sitting there. And then when you have to get up, go to the bathroom, and you have to everybody has to stand up because there isn't even enough leg room for you to sit, and then everybody has to get up so you can get out. So I like the convenience of the assembly room all the way on the top, where I have a lot more room and I can move around and I can get up and go to the bathroom, go get something to drink if I want to. Uh, they did not have a lot things going on in the concourse. Uh, I'm talking about like giveaways, but Toyota was there. Toyota is always there. You just enter your information on their iPad, and then they give you some gifts. So I got this hockey puck keychain. Hockey puck keychain. See, it's a mini hockey puck. It's really neat. And then a pair of this Toyota gloves. The good thing about this glove is on the fingertip, right, there's something there, some treatment there, both thumb and this one, so you can use your iPhone with this kind of gloves on. It's very nice with the Flyers logo and Toyota's branded logo on. And now, of course, the bucket hat. Look how nice it is. It says Philadelphia Flyers. And you can see on the material they had the Flyers logo on the black cloth that they use. And it's reversible because sometimes people have the black Flyers shirt on, so you can use the black side of the hat. But most of the time, people wear like the orange Flyers jersey or T-shirt, like the one I got from the Jack Daniels event. If you have all orange on, and then you flip the hat over, and you got this, you see, nice Flyers logo, and the orange hat. So it's a really nice reversible bucket hat that they give away. The way I look at it is, the ticket only cost me $25. And nowadays, if you want to buy something like this from whether the team store or Dick's Sporting Goods, a reversible bucket hat like this, it's going to cost you more than $25. So I get to go to the game. And then I also get all this free stuff. So to me, it's worth it. So that's all the events, and that's a lot of events for this week, in the middle of March. And then quickly, the upcoming events for next week. On March 27th, on the Wednesday, there is a WIP Radio Full Court Frenzy. It is a basketball shooting contest, and they will have Eagles current player N'Kobe Dean there, and also Eagles former player Mike Quick, because they have a celebrity basketball shootout. And this event is taking place at Villanova University's Finneran Pavilion. It's where Villanova plays the college basketball. And on March 27th, the same night, the same day, but the WIP Full Court Frenzy event, starts at 6:30 a.m. And then the same night, radio station 97.5, The Fanatic, they have it's called a knockout tournament, which is the same thing as a basketball shooting contest. And this one takes place at the Wells Fargo Center after the Sixers game. So you do need a Sixers ticket to attend this event. And then March 28th, it's very exciting. It's a Phillies home opener. And then after the Phillies game, there is a after party at Sports and Social restaurant inside the Live Casino. And they say they're gonna have free giveaways and food specials and drink specials. So we'll see. And on Saturday, March 30th, and also Monday, April 8th, there's another two of those March Madness college basketball game watch party at the Sports and Social restaurant inside the Live Casino. It's the same thing. They say they're gonna have free giveaways, and they're gonna have $4 draft, which is Michelob Ultra, and also they're gonna have the artist there, painting the basketball, and you can win it on site. Saturday, April 6th. That's the weekend of the WWE WrestleMania come back to Philadelphia after I don't even know, 20 years or something. So apparently it's a big deal in Philadelphia. So on Saturday, April 6th, there is a WrestleMania watch party at the Center Bar inside the Live Casino. And it's the same thing. They say they're gonna have giveaways, and then also they're gonna have couple of the women wrestlers from WWE, the former wrestlers, not the current ones, and they're going to be there to meet and greet and sign autographs. and then the same thing on Sunday, uh, April 7th, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Uh, the same thing, the WrestleMania watch party at the Center Bar inside Live Casino, and this time they're gonna have a former WWE wrestler is the guy. He's gonna be there to sign autographs. So the first one on Saturday night WrestleMania event. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. and on Sunday it's 3 to 5 p.m. And then on Wednesday, April 10th, uh, it's the This Fans View uh, sports show podcast at the Hanneran's Irish Pub. And the special guest is going to be Don Selesky. And then that's in April. And now Wednesday, March 27th, which is coming up Wednesday at This Fans View podcast. It's going to be at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Glen Mills, and they're going to have Chris Jenkins as the special guest. So that's all the events that took place in the past week and coming up end of March and early in April. So it's going to be another exciting week next week because it's the Phillies Major League Baseball Phillies opening day. Thursday night in Philadelphia. Is going to be a lot of people there, a lot of parties, a lot of tailgate, and there's going to be a lot more giveaways, free stuff, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to the Phillies pep rally. Pep rally is taking place Tuesday, March 26th. I'm going to the Phillies pep rally at the Comcast Center. So, as always, on my next week's show, I'm going to show you a whole lot of stuff I got for free for the Phillies game. For the Phillies, not from the game, but the Phillies home opener. So I'll see you guys next week. Stay cool.